Yeah, 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 yeah.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Giants are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Eagles, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Blunt. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now blown. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Manning. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. And they're definitely showing blitz here. From the gun on third down, Manning. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On second down, Johnson.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Manning. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. From the gun, it's Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
And down he goes. they bring down Wentz on the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And some space here. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie, and the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Manning to throw on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. Manning. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. They'll begin here with Blunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that'll set him back. Five. Wins to throw on second down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Whoosh. Still fighting. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. First down carry here for Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. Now Manning looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Manning. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Sproles, the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Smallwood out of the pistol, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It's hauled in by Shepard, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now a play fake. Manning throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They go play action here on 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Manning. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On play action, it's Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Wentz now to throw. And that's drive. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Off play action. Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long. And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Now Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body. Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Off the play fake. Manning. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chris Long in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep. I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep in the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. Now wins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Harris now to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Manning now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On play action, now Manning. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. It's his running back, Shane Vereen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. Throwing now is Manning. And now running right through it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Play fake to Blount. Now it's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Wentz going to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
From the gun on third down, Wentz being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got some space here. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Manning now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle it.
And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On first and 10, here's Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards. On first down, Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Manning will try again on second down. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On third down, Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how